Hi friends, and welcome back to another I love this stuff. Now that April's over, I wanted to, of course, do another one of these monthly vids because I didn't do it at the end of April. So that's what we're doing today. And I have lots of things to discuss with you, specifically just like a lot of different categories of things. And so I'm gonna start off with the one thing that's in its own category, and that is these beloved lemon lavender cookies that I made the other night. I made a lemon lavender cake last year at some point and I loved it. And then the other night I was like, damn, I'm just in the mood to bake, you know? Sometimes you just get that urge. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make cookies. I'm sure somewhere online there is a recipe for lemon lavender cookies. And there was, and a lot of them were like shortbread cookies, which aren't my favorite. I love a nice, chewy, soft, sugar cookie, and that's exactly what these are. They're incredible. I would love to do a baking video making them sometime. If you guys are into that, let me know, comment down below. But of course I'll link the recipe down below for you guys to make them before then. But yeah, shout out to the girl who made this recipe and posted it online because, oh my gosh, these have been my addiction. I've definitely eaten closer to 9 or 12 of them within the past like 2 days that they've been in my house. My two favorite flavors together, magnifique. Next, I have a piece of clothing, and this is actually the hoodie that I was wearing in my most recent vlogs, as well as my most recent video on this channel. The Q&A that I did, I was sporting this. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw me share this. Basically, somebody sent this to my P.O. box. Her name is Kelly, shout out to her. I believe her handle is like Kelly Jeffrey Art, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll put it on the screen. But she just did an amazing job embroidering my little channel flower on here, my channel design art. And then on the back, she also embroidered "Stay Smilin" surrounded by a bunch of little flowers. And then on the front, she did a Sharpie design. And it's just these gorgeous sunflowers. This is such like a Meghan yellow, you know? Like this is just, oh, it's a really good kind of more mustardy yellow color, closer to an orange, but like I'm still here for it. And a lot of you, honestly, so many of you have been asking me where I got this, and it is from her. It's a one of one right now, but I'm thinking, so let me know in the comments, about buying the design off of her like I did with my Stay Smilin hoodies. That was subscriber made by a girl named Montana. And basically what I did is I just bought the design off of her and then I printed them for you guys to all have. So I've been thinking recently about just getting rid of some of my older designs from my store, and so I can make room for more stuff like hoodies and the more expensive items because it's very expensive for me right now to just shell out a bunch of money every time that everything sells out, because you guys are amazing and you always sell out the products. But it costs so much to re-up. So that's gonna be happening this week. I believe I'll have one final re-up on my store. And I asked you guys on Twitter if you would be down with, like, you know, that being the final kind of restock of certain items. And then once they're gone, they're gone. And if you guys got the first ones, then you're like an OG, you know, you got the old designs. For a while when I started making merch, I was like, no, I want everything to be on my shop forever. But it's just not monetarily as smart to do that, if I'm being honest. So I'm thinking about getting rid of the Stay Smilin hoodies and replacing them with something like this. But of course, it'll say the Stay Smilin on the back design as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do the embroidery. I'm gonna have to look into all of these because they definitely have a lot of different facets to them when I'm gonna be printing them and stuff. But I already talked to Kelly about it and she was super open to it because so many of you guys have been DMing her being like, yo, I need one of those hoodies, you know what I mean? So we're working on it. Next, I have some bathroom goodies. So specifically, I have changed my hair care routine because really the only hair care routine products I use are shampoo and conditioner, and that is these two that I just started using. And I just started using them within the past couple of weeks, and they make my hair so soft. It's incredible. It's like a lot softer than the mane and tail, as much as I love that stuff too. And so I was just like, damn, I gotta keep using these. I also put in a mixture of essential oils that I'll go over in my essential oil video that I'm going to do. I add them to both of these. I basically just Google essential oils that are good for hair, and then I'll like mix X amount of drops into both of these, and it just spices up the scent as well as the nurturing factor. But yeah, these are really good, smell really nice with all of the things in them as well. So I don't know what this meant, but I meant to be like, they're good. And my other bathroom product is a room freshener. I've been using this when I do the doots. I'm gonna keep that in. Anyways, I talked about in my last I Love This Stuff video, actually, how much I loved the soap of this lavender scent from Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day products. I was talking about how nostalgic all of the scents are for me, and I didn't know that they had a lavender one, and lavender is my baby. So I started, I think somebody actually commented on that video and was like, they have room sprays if you just wanna, you know, spritz it around your house. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I do. Oh, it got in my mouth, but honestly, it smells amazing and it was worth it. I just ran out of body wash today too, and I found out that they have a body wash in this too. So I'm gonna stock up on all of the scents of this until I get sick of it, and then I'll have to part ways. Dang it. Okay, now we have some beloved books to talk about. Specifically, well, this one isn't really like a read, sit down book. I mean, it's more of like a coffee table book, if you will. This is my friend Emma and Sibs of the Messy Heads new book, new mag, and it's very thick. I was in one of their earlier issues. I believe it was the Self issue, if I'm mistaken. I'll put it on the screen and correct myself. They basically released like 3 mags before this that were significantly skinnier than Miss Thick over here. And I just love Jawbreaker so much because it's drastically different than the rest of the mags, as much as I loved those as well. This has like full page pictures in print and all of these wonderful, beautiful people and articles, and it's basically just centered around the theme, who are you when no one's looking? Which I think is an interesting concept to explore as well. And it's just been really nice for me to just sit down when I'm just bored and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna read about some people's stories, what they're thinking, what's on their mind, you know? Anyways, love Emma, love Sib, love their work. I'll link this down below for you guys to go and get Jawbreaker. It is definitely more expensive than the last mags were because of how expensive it probably is to print as well as ship, but 210% worth it. Also, my other book I have to talk about today is A Psalm for Us by Raina Biddy. Raina Biddy is one of my favorite poets, and I started reading this from her sometime over the course of last month. I'm actually reading, other than this book, I was reading 4 books last month, and so it was getting a little overwhelming. This is the only one that I finished. And as you can see, I've done it again, bookmarked all of the faves, and there was a lot of them. When I first started reading it, I was a little like, oh, I don't think I like this one as much. Like I was like comparing it to her last book like a dunce. And you know, you just have to let art serve itself in different categories of life, you know? Like I Love My Love was my first read from her, and I loved her first book. It's incredible. I still would recommend it highly, but I also would recommend this one as well. It's definitely a more sad book, I would say. She writes a lot about just having the blues and just, you know, getting over people or working through love and conditioning and all of those things. And she does it beautifully. So don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, but yeah. That's what I have to say about that. Good book. And I have to say, this is an excellent segue to get into today's sponsor, Warby Parker Glasses, who's just continually so loving to this channel. Shout out to Warby Parker, man. If you don't know who they are, I wear my dang glasses from them basically every day, and especially when I read. Oh, gotta do that. Warby Parker Glasses start at 95 bucks a piece, including prescription lenses, anti-glare, anti-scratch, all of the things. And for every pair that you buy from them, a pair is also distributed to a person in need, which is always a plus. They have this wonderful home try-on program where you basically just get 5 lenses to try on at home. All of mine that I got for this time were all kind of in the same theme, like very wiry frames. I'll show you a specific favorite pair that I picked out. These ones are in rose gold. I believe they're the Blair frames. Oh yeah, I mean, check this out. I love the rose gold color. And if you haven't gotten the gist of the home try-on kit yet, basically what you do is you order 5 pairs, you try them on for 5 days, and then you send on back the box and you let them know which pair worked out for you best. These ones are my bays. I'll let you know the exact frame name that I have of these bad boys because I wear them all the dang time and get consistent questions. So now you know who they're from. But anyways, they ship for free and they include a return label, so it's nice and easy for you. So if you need a new pair of glasses, you can head to warbyparker.com/Meghan and order your free home try-on kit today. All right, I'm sorry for any possible frame changes that happened just now. My freaking camera died. But now I have music and movies to talk to you about, and TV shows, okay? I am not done yet. First off, TV shows. This Is Us. I am late to the game on This Is Us. My sister told me about it, put me onto it, and it's incredible. Man, I'm almost on season 2. I think I finished season 1 last night, if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm getting rapidly close. But I mean, just what a great show. It's very good too about showing diverse couples in the show as well. So you get most of the trials and tribulations of human existence interweaving into the show, and I'm sure it's only gonna turn up a notch in season 2. Also, Westworld? Does anybody else here watch Westworld? Because season 2 is rocking my world so far. I mean, we're only 2 episodes in and wow. I'm going to be Dolores, I think, for the Renaissance Fair this year, and I need to figure out how to recreate her like bullet across the chest belt number. Oh my God, that outfit, dude. I need to figure out how to recreate it, sew it all together, and get it nice and ready for June. Oh my God, it's rapidly coming up. I need to get on that. I also saw the movie Annihilation this past week, and I loved it. I don't know if you guys listened to my podcast Till the Sundown, but I was raving about it in this last week's episode that I uploaded. So if you would like more of my opinions, you can always listen to the podcast. But it's basically just a sci-fi movie about, wow, it's about a lot. But it's kind of about the topics of like cosmic copies, cosmic energy, and interconnectedness. And they go into this thing called the shimmer, and then all of this baloney happens, and you know, it's just a fun time, and it's beautifully shot, and it's such a female empowered cast. It is all women who go in to fight the shimmer, and yeah, it's freaking awesome. So I would definitely recommend that if you guys are into sci-fi, fantasy, or just questioning your existence in the world. Now, to end off on music, the most important category of the whole dang video. My friend Viv just released a new song actually last night when I'm recording this. It's called Mortal, very incredible. She has a new either album or EP, I don't really know. I can't remember what she told me when I last saw her. Dang it, Viv. But when it comes out, I'll definitely let you know what I think about it and whatnot. But it's going to be called Firebender. But this is the first single off of it that just came out last night, Mortal, and it's incredible. Oh my God, Viv is just, what a woman. I used to talk about this a lot when it first came out in 2016, but she has an EP called Flowers, and I love that EP so dearly. I still listen to it all the time, and she hasn't released music since then, so this is just glorious times. Go listen to Mortal, okay? I'll link it down below. Also, you know how I talked about Raina Biddy earlier, the poet? I follow her on Instagram, and she put me on to this woman, Anna Leon. She has a EP called Wandered Away, and Anna's voice, man, so dreamy. Along with Viv, they're just dreamy gals. I think I said this in one of my podcast episodes about Haley Blaze as well, whose EP is also on here too. Let Yourself Go. Gotta go and listen to that one, kids. I mean, I just love female singers. That's just like, oh, they're the best. Just some strong or light. I also like the light falsetto type vocals, and I feel like Anna Leon and Haley Blaze are really good and more kind of like airy, falsetto-y, kind of like relaxing sounding. And Viv has like the nice guitar coming in and just like, oh, she's a rock star. It's definitely gonna be, I'm excited for Viv's new music. I really am. It's gonna be a different lane than Flowers, but still be just as incredible. Okay, I'll stop raving now, but also, before I go, you guys have to listen to J. Cole's new album, KOD. At least the second half of it from like song 7 on. Those are all of my favorite songs. For some reason, I feel like the album is 2 different projects. I talked about this actually in Till the Sundown too. I'm rediscussing a lot of the topics I talked about in there today. But yeah, I just feel like his raps in the first couple of songs were nowhere near as hard-hitting and wonderful lyrically as they were in the second portion. Let me know if you've listened to KOD, what you think about it. I love J. Cole. I think he's very talented, but still my all-time favorite album from him is For Your Eyes Only. I thought KOD would be getting up there, and definitely the last 7 songs are getting up there. But yeah, I don't know. Just musicians, man. They grow with time just like all of us. Am I right? All right, I need to get to editing this video, man. So you guys can have it on your screens as you are today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Ring the notifications bell if you want to know when I upload. And until the next upload, stay smiling. Also, I have a couple new vlogs out on my other channel. So if you're looking for more Meg, then she's here for you. Also, look at my cool new pants I got in Chicago. Very cute. See ya.
Hi, what's your name? How are you? How's your life? Oh, you got a man? Are you in love? So what type? Is it just platonic, strictly just as friends? Or the type that